والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد. Brothers and sisters, I've just been told to speak about the upcoming course that we have on dreams, and which is called Sweet Dreams on Al-Rahman Institute. And I think the whole impetus behind this course was that we get a lot of questions from people who see frightening things in their dreams or other such dreams. And I think there are some really basic ideas that we understand, some basic concepts and principles we understand from the hadith, in which Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam makes it very clear that such dreams are from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and other dreams are from the shaitan. So this is al-hulumu min ash-shaytan, and good dreams are from the Rahman, and al-hulum, normally bad dreams, are from the shaitan. Then there's a concept called adghathu ahlam, which means just thoughts of the day that people might have. There's a person that came to Ibn Sirin, and he said to Ibn Sirin that I see that I've got an egg in my hand, and what I'm doing with it is that I'm separating the yolk from the white part. So immediately Ibn Sirin said, he said to somebody else, go and call one of the police officers. So this person said, a dream is going to have somebody call a police officer? What's that got to do with it? As the police officer was coming, Ibn Sirin said, you steal shrouds from people who've just been buried. And that's exactly what this dream is all about. So when they investigated, that's exactly what they found. Another person came to Ibn Sirin and he said to him that I see myself putting a seal over the mouths of men and women, and I also see myself covering up their nakedness. So what can that mean? So Ibn Sirin said, you're a mu'adhin, right? And he said, yes. He said, you're a mu'adhin who gives adhan for Salatul Fajr in Ramadan. So you're essentially waking people up, or you're indicating to people that this is the time when you have to stop eating and to start fasting. So that's what you're doing. There was a person who had a problem. He had an illness which wasn't getting better. And for a very long time he stayed ill. Eventually one day he sees in his dream Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and in the dream he says to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, Ya Rasulullah, I've been ill for a very long time. So the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam said to him, Alayka bi la wa la. La and la. La just means no and no. So it's necessary for you to take no and no. Now what does that mean? So he came to Ibn Sirin rahimahullah, who was a great dream interpreter, and he said to Ibn Sirin rahimahullah, this is what I've seen. Ibn Sirin said to him, what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has intended by this is that you use some olive oil. So how did you get that? What's la and la got to do with olive oil? Do you have even any backing from the Quran? They said, yes, exactly, this is where I've got it from. So essentially Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran about shajaratin mubarakatin zaytuna, zaytunatin la sharqiyatin. It says zaytunatin la sharqiyatin wa la gharbiyya, yakadu zaytuha yudhi'u walau lam tamsashu nar, nurun ala nur, yahdillahu li nurihi man yasha. So essentially he's speaking about this plant of the blessed plant of the zaytun, of the olive, which is neither of the east, neither of the west. So it's neither too much to the east, neither too much to the west. So this, when the person then heard this, he went back and he used olive oil, and alhamdulillah he became better. What Ibn Sirin used to say to people, that especially when they saw frightening dreams, is that if you have taqwa, ittaqullaha fil nahar, if you have taqwa and you fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and you abstain from things that we're not supposed to do during the daytime, then you should not be frightened at all at night, and nothing, whatever you see, can have any harm on you at night. So essentially when it comes to dreams, there are different types of dreams. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam made it very clear what types of dreams they are, and how to essentially understand the basic things about them. So this course will deal with some of the fundamental aspects, some of the fundamental aspects of dream, especially the terms and so on, how to deal with these different things. It will also deal with istikhara and dreams, how important are dreams to istikhara, how to interpret certain dreams, how not to interpret certain dreams, because there's some guidelines that have been given as well about how not to interpret dreams. And I think the whole idea of this course is just to get a decent understanding of how to deal with your dreams, and not get overly frightened, not get overly excited maybe, and then some basic interpretations. We're not going to say that you'll become a master of dream interpretation through taking this course, but inshallah you will get an understanding of the basics, which is very important for Muslims, because dreams are extremely important. The Prophet ﷺ used to sit after Fajr and he used to face the companions, and he used to say, has anybody seen a dream? He used to then relate his own dreams. He used to hear other people's dreams. He used to interpret them. So that is why this course is quite important. I don't think it's been done before, and that's why we used to just receive so many questions. So inshallah, the whole purpose of this course is that people become enlightened, because dreams are an important part of our faith, and important part of our faith in the sense that we need to know at least the reality about them, and at the same time we mustn't exaggerate about them as well. There's some people who bring a lot of exaggeration into dreams, and they give it a bit too much, a bit too much emphasis, and they become a bit obsessed about it, and that we need to be, we need to be careful about. So inshallah, we'll see you all on the course, and keep us in your du'as. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.